because the outside world rejects you.
Hey, what's up, Turtle fans? Today we're going to talk about the party dude, Michelangelo, from the 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Michelangelo in the 1987 cartoon has that surfer personality that we're all familiar with. The popular Ninja Turtles catchphrase, "Cowabunga," although said by all the turtles in this cartoon, it most notably is identified with this version of Michelangelo. Although the catchphrase can be traced as far back as the Howdy Doody show, and then adopted by surfers, and eventually Bart Simpson even, the head writer of the 1987 show, David Weiss, said in a 1997 interview, quote, "I missed Howdy Doody. I was born in 1955 and the only Howdy Doody episode I recall with any clarity is the final show where Clarabelle spoke. No, I didn't get into Cowabunga until I was about 8 years old when Charles Schulz ran it in a Snoopy cartoon. Schulz did a surfing series and one of his punchline panels featured Snoopy running towards the water with a surfboard thinking, Cowabunga. I thought that was pretty cool and the word stayed with me, but I never used Cowabunga until I developed Michelangelo for the Turtles. This version of Michelangelo, just like future versions of Michelangelo, has a love for pizza. Although all the other turtles do as well, his love seems a tad bit more passionate than the others, which is something that's carried on over the years. This Mikey stands at 5 feet even, was a pet turtle living in a bowl with his brothers that one day fell down a sewer and got transformed by an ooze the shredder sent down the drain. A pink ooze for that matter, although at one point where he has a dream recalling his mutation, in the flashback, the ooze is actually green, which later iterations of the Turtles would also show the ooze is green as well. This version of Michelangelo sports a traditional style Ninja Turtles headband with short tie-offs, a horizontal belt with his initial on the buckle, and little tie-offs on the belt underneath the buckle. He wears his weapons, the nunchucks or nunchakus, on the back, although due to places around the world banning nunchucks and parents complaining, this Michelangelo was eventually seen wielding the turtle line as a weapon instead, or a grappling hook of sorts. Some versions of the cartoon overseas had episodes where he wielded the nunchucks heavily edited to not include them. In an earlier episode, he uses the Kusari Fundo, which funny enough is the weapon he ends up wielding in the Rise of the TMNT show years later. Now this Michelangelo has appeared in a few different things and animated a few different ways. In the lifespan of the 87 show, his design went through some changes. He was also animated in a big crossover in 1990 called Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue, which was a drug abuse prevention television special that also came out on VHS. This brought together an ensemble of popular characters for the time: Michelangelo, Bugs Bunny, DuckTales, and a lot more. Michelangelo also appeared in the crossover with the 2003 Turtles in the television movie Turtles Forever, and he appeared in 3D in the 2012 Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles crossover. He was also briefly animated in a YouTube short on the Nickelodeon YouTube channel. This version of Mikey has appeared in a number of different forms. In an episode with Baxter Stockman, he was hit with a ray that turns him into a gerbil. Also in another episode where he eats a cookie made with anti-mutagen, he turns into a human and renames himself Michael J. Angelo. He also, like his brothers, has a super mutation form in the 1996 anime and an unstable mutation in later seasons of the 87 cartoon. 87 Michelangelo, from what I've seen, was solely voiced by Towson Coleman. Coleman also voiced the Shredder as an alternate a few times, and along with the rest of the 87 voice cast, came back to reprise Michelangelo in the crossover specials with the 2012 Nickelodeon Turtles. Coleman was also the voice of the Tick in the 1994 animated TV series The Tick. In the Turtles Forever animated movie, this Michelangelo was voiced by Johnny Castro. And one last thing on voice actors, the 87 Michelangelo for the Japanese dub was voiced by Yuji Mitsuya, who voiced Supreme Kai in Dragon Ball Z. This Michelangelo had a love interest in Kala, one of the neutrinos from Dimension X, who appeared in the first season. They didn't see each other as often as they would have liked, being as they're from different dimensions, but you could definitely feel the interest that they had for each other. Also, Michelangelo, although getting off on the wrong foot with Mondo Gecko, soon becomes close friends with him, and he also teams up with a comic book hero by the name of Bugman, and they at times take on such villains as Electro Zapper. One last thing this version of Michelangelo did in the 87 series was question Master Splinter when Splinter calls the Turtles his equal, resulting in Splinter telling the Turtles that they do not need his teachings anymore. And when the microwave starts overflowing with popcorn, in the last seconds of the episode, he sarcastically says, "Yep, we can handle anything, alright. Hey, did you like this turtle profile? Go ahead and subscribe and join us as we go through all the on-screen iterations of the Turtles." Up next, we're moving towards the 1990 movie Turtles. Settle in, enjoy the show, and as always, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. I'll see you in a little bit with another video. Take care. Hey Turtle fans, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's a good way to stay in touch with the channel. And also, if you want, go ahead and give the video a share on your social media platforms, Reddit, Twitter, all that stuff. And let's spread Turtle Mania to the world. Once again, thanks everyone for watching. It really does mean a lot.
Thank you.